live. Here we are.
We've arrived.
We have arrived. Hello, everyone. Leash is just sharing all of the on all of our platforms that we're live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hopefully, this is the dream that you're listening to us while you're on your date. That's when we know we've made it. People
Now,
don't
you and Jeff go on dates, but I feel like probably most married couples do not prioritize date night.
I was thinking about how can that not happen? Okay, this is what I was thinking. So we're obviously we leave our home last night, and we're driving in front of many houses, and that I look into their homes. You know, when it's dark, you can
Yes,
really
at
see inside
nighttime.
people's homes, and it's really fun.
Yes.
I like to see the decor. I like to see what they're watching. Oh my God, we one time, Gia and I don't know where we were. How did this happen? We're walking and it's dark, and she's like, Mama, look at her. And this woman was sitting on her chair just like this, like gone. And I was like, she's having a good nap. Maybe it wasn't dark, maybe it was just the day, but I mean, do you live in front or in the back of your home? Where's your
I live in the back of my home.
Same. The front really is nothing. Yeah, it would be the back of my home. So you wouldn't see what's on TV. You wouldn't see me. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so I saw this couple that I know. So we passed in front of their home. I see that he's in the kitchen and she's on the couch. And it's Saturday. And it's so mind-boggling to me. And they have no children. So for me, I'm like, why are you home? Why are you for me, it's it's 6:30 on a Saturday. I would for sure, if I didn't have kids, I have kids and I'm not home at 6:30 on a Saturday. I want to go out. Eating at the restaurant is a thing for me. It's necessary in
It
my life.
is.
I grew
But
up
these
in
people without
restaurants.
kids, they can just kind of they can go whenever they want.
Maybe that's
You know what I mean?
why. Right.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last time that on a Saturday I ate food from my home. You know what I mean? Let's go to Sobeys and grab something for supper. Does not happen on a Saturday, right? I mean, it's very interesting. So I wonder if people are listening to us here like this. Maybe they have those little things, and they're like like that with their
And
husband.
they start laughing on their date.
Oh my God. Okay, so obviously we're here. What are you drinking?
Okay, so it's kind of fun. It's kind of it's this Fireball again.
Okay, tell me about okay, so what is Fireball for? As in what opportunity or no, what scenario are you let's just grab the Fireball? I don't is this a normal opportunity? You go live, so we grab the Fireball? Tell me more.
I feel like probably not. I think more maybe 20-year-olds would drink Fireball.
On a random night?
It'd be more like a shot. It's more like a thing you buy with all your friends to do shots.
I like it. Okay. I get it. Okay.
But I mixed it with this.
We don't
So
see
this is butterscotch.
just like butterscotch. No, there's liquor.
Alcohol, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like half and half.
Okay. Oh, and you drink it like a drink.
Yeah.
It's not gross? Thank you for that. We're
So sorry.
so happy that you left us. Okay, tell me about when are the elastics supposed to be there? Sometimes you have elastics, sometimes you don't. How does that work?
I'm supposed to be wearing them all the time.
Okay. Are you not following those rules?
I'm pretty good, but it's just like today I brushed my teeth not that long ago and I knew I was going to take them out again. So I was like, meh.
Really, what do they do? How can the elastics be efficient?
They're like moving my jaw.
Together? Why do we need to move your jaw?
I think just the way my bite was.
How do they know how to do this?
I mean, I think they go to school
They're really
to
smart.
do it.
They're really smart.
Seems like it.
Just in case that people Want to know what I'm drinking? It's just water with a little bit of raspberry taste in it so that it's red for Valentine's. Okay,
So
cheers,
fun.
girl.
Happy Valentine's.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you know what? I was thinking about that we didn't have plans tonight. Like I didn't have plans, and whether we were doing live or not, like I didn't have plans tonight. And then I was kind of sad because I'm like, oh, that would be fun. If I didn't have kids, I would totally go out again, be like, it's Valentine's Day. Kids, can you tell that I feel like they're ruining everything?
I'm getting the
Are you getting the
theme. Yeah,
vibe that I'm
I'm getting the vibe.
why do I always feel that way? Anyways, but then I'm like, you know what? I get to spend 30 minutes with my girl and
Yeah.
laugh
Yeah.
and then be in my home. Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm in this dress because this dress has a story attached to it.
It does
And I
have a
don't have to
story.
I'm actually not wearing underwear like I was that day. And no tights, no shoes. Know what I mean? Like put on this black bra and I think you can tell it wasn't the right color. Whatever, it's all good. Nope,
Nope.
can't tell. The only annoying part is that we're gonna have to take off makeup later.
Oh, that's not a fun part. I've been good with that lately, though. I feel like you'd be proud.
Oh, so proud of you for everything. And also, let's not pretend to the people out there that this is how we look on a Sunday.
Absolutely not. You know what?
Absolutely
This
not.
was part of us like choosing happiness was like making it an event. You know what I mean? Like making it
Right.
an actual event.
Right. So I'm like, girl, I'm like, Leash, we can't just show up in our sweats with like our shitty
No,
hair. We need to feel pretty when we do it. We need to feel like we're showing up because we're choosing to be happy. And we feel happy when we look prettier.
it's true.
It's true. Okay, so
Okay.
the people want to know we ended the last episode. You asked me if I had peed my pants. Now I did not ask you if you've ever peed your pants. Have you ever peed your pants?
No, no, not like full on like pee my pants. No.
No. No, agreed. I mean, we pee our pants every time that we do a jumping jack.
Yeah.
If that counts, then we pee our pants every time we do a jumping jacks, or very often.
There's been some workouts that I'm like questionable about how much is sweat and how much is pee, but it's just
Absolutely. It's everything. It's a mix.
mushed.
Mushed together. Oh my God. One time I was at the gym and I needed to you have to watch what kind of pants you wear, what color.
I
And
can only
so,
wear black.
oh yeah. Anyways, I ended up wearing light pink. Did I think I was 20? What was happening? You're a 32-year-old mom of two, just gave birth. Mets-toi des culottes noires. Like, what are you thinking right now? Light pink? Anyways, so in the sweat in my workout, I needed to do skipping. And I was like, just skip until you feel like it's gonna come. But once it starts coming out, c'est fini. You know what I mean?
I
Like you're
really
like,
do.
and then like just that one jump, c'est
Done.
fini. I had to leave. I had to leave because I was like, obviously people see. But anyways, so okay, so I have not like peed my pants from laughing or whatever, but there was that one time with that traumatic story. So I said that I was going to share it. So here I am. So this is the dress I was wearing. So I am in front of the people at Your Weight Loss. I am doing my meeting in front of Your Weight Loss. I obviously am on my period. What you guys need to know though is that Noah was just one. So might be like the second time I've had my period since giving birth. And basically, it's not about having a heavy flow. It's the fact that my vagina has not come back to what it's supposed to be. So I didn't know that it wasn't fully fixed. I didn't know that it was not fully back. I didn't know. So basically, what is happening is putting a tampon in there is like throwing a sausage in a hallway. Like there's this. And I didn't know. I didn't know that my vagina was like a hallway. I didn't
I
know. So see, if this is how wide you are, and then you just put it in, there's overflow no matter what. The super plus was not enough. It was not enough, and I didn't.
I also feel like after you give birth, it's not like a perfect cylinder anymore. Like it's
No,
almost like there's like so if you put the tampon in, which is a cylinder, and then there's like little crevice, little
no.
hallways on the side.
It takes like years before there's no hallways on the side. Anyways, so I didn't know, and this did not happen to me with Dia. Anyways, so I arrived there in this beautiful white dress. It's day 2 of my period, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, like whatever. But then I like and I didn't put underwear on. Again, who do you think you are, Jose? Like
Yeah.
so not
Did
responsible.
did you have this thought? Like were you like, should I wear this dress because it's white? Or did you just not even have that thought?
No, because I've never had a heavy period. Like it's never been a problem though. Like I've never like
Okay.
gone over my things or like when like you know what I mean? Like I've just like you put on a super plus and you leave and all is good though. Okay. But then I put on a super plus, I get there and I was like, ooh, like I could even before the meeting, I was like, ooh, I can feel it. Oh no. But then you don't know if you're just sweating or if it's actual stuff coming out. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oof, okay. And then so I change and I put on a new Super Plus though, just a brand new Super Plus. But I didn't know about the fact that my vagina is now a hallway. Super Plus is not plugging in. It's not the Super Plus's fault. It's that it's just it doesn't cover it all. And I didn't know. So I start the meeting. So listen, you guys need to know that I'm live at the same time. So people just see this part of me. And I'm talking and I'm talking and I feel it. I feel it going down my legs. And I'm like, So I'm talking in front of what, 30, 40 people? So I cross my legs. I cross my legs just in case that this is what's happening. Um, so I cross my legs and then I'm like, no, this can't be it. You know what I mean? Like you're like, there's no way that this is what's
Like,
happening. You're just hot. It's July. So I'm like, maybe
yeah,
you're
there's no way it could make it down your leg.
there's no way.
No way.
No way. So I uncross my legs and I see the people in front, which are like at this time, there's no physical distancing. So they're like 3 feet away from me, 2 feet away. Like they're right there. Actually, if you were there that day, please tell me that you were there at that meeting that day and you remember this moment. Obviously, I had since I like said this story, 3 people were like, "Oh my God, you rocked that. You like totally like was fine." Anyways, so I uncross my leg and I see the people's faces go straight there. And so I look down and I see the blood going down my leg. So I just like cross my legs again and I just look at them. And then I know that I'm live and that like the 100 people that are watching me don't know this is happening. And I can't just like leave. I can't just be like, "Excuse me, like sorry." Like blood is going down my face. Like I think that is even more embarrassing to me than to say like I need to explain to people what's happening. Like I'm like a 12-year-old didn't put underwear and now there was blood through my stuff. Like pros, like just like so embarrassing. So I'm like, just keep going. So I keep going, knowing that this is happening. And obviously, I feel like no one's listening. I don't even know what I said. I probably just like I was so hot. I had like a mustache of sweat. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
like,
Yes.
Joel, let's get this over with. Thank God the people were so sweet. Like, I remember one member, she got up. When she got up right away and went to the bathroom, got some toilet paper. And basically, when she saw that I was almost finishing my meeting, she like stood on the side and was waiting for me to finish to just like come in and give me something to be able to like, how embarrassed. Like, oh, and no, not just that. There was a man in the first row like like there's a man in the first row. There's one man that comes to Shediac and he needed to be there that day in first front row. I'm kidding. There's more than one man, but you get what I mean. So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Person in front of me. Oh my God. Like he was right there. He was right there. He and yeah, the whole thing. So when I was done, I pressed N and like, okay, everyone, thank you so much. And then the girl came with the paper and I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. But while I'm going there, like things aren't good, though.
Is there a trail?
Well, there was like one little drip, and I was like, oh my God. I mean,
Wow.
like 4 or 5 people sent me messages after and were like, talk about you just like pushing through, like it is what it is. Like, no, I didn't like no drama, didn't like make it a thing, just like have a great day, everyone. I gotta go. So that was a lesson. I will never do that again. At whereas like I was like, oh, plug in a tampon, don't need underwear. Obviously, this dress you can't have underwear though. You know what I mean?
I totally get you cannot have underwear in that dress. I
Nope.
get it.
Yeah.
There was a reason why. I get it.
So that is my story. Cheers to that one time.
Cheers to your hallway vagina.
Oh my God. Peachy, huh? Peachy, our
Whew.
husband's after, huh?
Hey, they're lucky.
They they are lucky. They have this.
I stick with that.
They have these things. Okay, so today we are talking about. So yeah, I feel like people are like, oh, nah, that is very traumatic. But you know what? At the same time, like after giving birth, don't you find that we're like, whatever, anything goes. After I've given birth, I'm like not in, I'm like, you have to work hard to like embarrass me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I've done worse. You know what I mean? Like I'm just
I
like,
do know what you mean.
I mean, there's been worse scenarios than this in my life that I'm like, is this really happening? This is what's in front of me. This is what I'm putting out in the world.
And we're all just humans
Exactly. Exactly.
bleeding on the floor.
Bleeding on the floor in front of people. I know. And then like you want to explain yourself, like, so I don't know what's happening and I don't know why this is like I didn't want to be like, oh, like I wanted to explain. Like it's not like I didn't know I had my period and then like didn't wear underwear. But it's not better. But I was like, I just wanted to be like, I'm not wearing underwear right now. I should have and I apologize. Like I just like wanted to explain the whole thing and be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But imagine that moment when you do this with your legs and you see it and then you just do back like this and you just keep talking for 15 minutes, standing. You can't
Oh,
do anything. Just keep going. You just keep going.
just keep going.
Just keep going. Um,
Okay. I want to know, speaking of our husbands,
okay.
and how lucky they are to have us. We were talking about love languages.
We were.
So I was curious to know what you think your love language is and maybe what you think Jeff's love language is.
Okay. Every person with a penis, their love language is physical touch.
I mean, but does that say penetration or does it say touch?
Physical touch, for sure. Physical touch. I think that men, okay, do you agree with me that men and women are like completely, like most men and women are completely so different in what they're looking for in terms of feeling loved, feeling appreciated. Like I feel like men, like in order to be like we're good, I'm happy, sex. Don't you find like it's if there's sex involved, like we're good. Even if like you're not and you're not happy, like yeah, at least for having sex, things are good, right? For us, I don't think we're like that. For women,
No.
no.
I wonder if it's literally because men were made to just spread their seed.
Oh, there's something wrong. They're spreading things. There's there's something so different,
Yeah.
so different. And I think that that's why like it's like hard right now for people to, especially like with young kids, because what a woman needs, especially a young mom with young children, and what a dad needs at the same is
So different.
totally different. Whereas like two 25-year-olds could totally want the same thing to like feel like satisfied in their relationship, but bring in children, bring in exhaustion, bring in bills and a house and all the things that come with it. And then that's like what they need to be happy is like completely different. So like there's compromising and there's communicating and there are so many things to make a marriage work now.
I
When it
want to
comes,
ask you this question. So, do you think that monogamy is something that what is it? What's your thoughts on monogamy?
Monogamy is when you're going to stay with one person the rest of your life, or you're only
Yeah.
with one person when you're with one person.
Yeah. Like, because people argue that like we weren't really biologically made to do that. It was like a cultural thing that someone kind of decided, and you're almost like working against that.
I know. And I'm wondering, I don't have opinions. What I'm always curious and wondering about is that my opinion is like, yeah, because like I grew up with that in my head. That's how it works. Now that I'm there, I see how that is a thing that could come up as like, that could be another way to live your life, you know? And also to like be happily with someone for the rest of your life. I think like everything works against that, to be honest. Like I think there's a lot that works against that for sure. Or like just like nature, comme tu dis là, comme le humain behind everything. Um, but I'm always thinking, I wonder if we're going towards like living differently, because obviously right now it's like 50-50, people get divorced, people stay like, so it's like no longer like, it's no longer taboo to get divorced. It's very much, it's like very common. It's like, it's very like, it's like, isn't it 50-50? Are we there? Are we at 50-50?
I think so.
I think so. So like, I feel like, is that where we're going, where people are like, maybe at one point, maybe we'll miss that because we'll be dead, but in like 100 years, is the way human beings do relationships, are we going
So
towards
true.
different? Or is this it forever for everyone? You know, I think I don't think so. I don't think
And
in
you really like you think about weddings too. For me, weddings, oh,
I know.
everything.
I
All
know,
the
but I know, but is it because like we're old?
No, I was the same when I got married myself. I
Yes,
was
you're
like,
right.
that's not important.
But you still got married. You still did
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So at the same time, like you still like wanted to be a part of that traditional way of doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I talked with someone. It was very interesting. So she's with someone for a long time, no kids, and not married. And she's like, and I thought it was so interesting. And you know how I love like people that do
Yeah.
things different. It always like
Yeah.
gets me like very like curious. And she was like, "We're not married. We don't have kids." They're like 40. And I'm like, "Okay, how long have you been together?" She's like, "Oh, over 6-7 years." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "All of her friends are like, why aren't you getting married?" She's like, "By this time, like, pretty sure we don't want kids." I'm like, "What do you mean pretty sure?" Like, you know what I mean? It's just like very interesting to me that it wasn't like, I'm gonna marry and then I am 40 and like, you know what I mean? Anyways, and then she said, like, how do we know that we're gonna like things are good right now? How do I know I'm gonna be with this person the rest of my life? And then she's like, and then I look at society and that like way of thinking is almost making me feel like maybe he's not the right one. She's like, he's the right one right now. There's really no one else I want to be with, but she was ready to say like, I don't want to get married because I don't know if he's it forever, and who knows it. And she's like, I see all my friends getting divorced and not being happy, and we're happy, you know, but I can't say to him I'm going to be like, we can't even say to each other like this, we're like happy right now, maybe we'll be together forever, but we're very much okay with saying we might not be. It's like
I
very,
like it.
I loved it. I was like, that's
I
very
like it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, love languages, ready?
Okay.
So one girl said, okay, so one female said that her love language is touch. Now, I don't want to say that like women don't like to be touched. I just feel like it's a different type of touch than men. Men,
Also, like, I want to know, are there women out there that your husbands can just touch you in like a nice way?
right.
Like, do you get like snuggles or do you get like butt groping and like
Any
touching?
type of like really intimate, like whether it's a kiss or whatever, will lead to sex for our husbands, for me, anyways. Like
Yes.
there's no like other type of touching. Okay,
No.
okay. I maybe she okay. I see what she's saying. Okay, so like today, I wanted to like give up on life. So basically, like
Was it
knowing
because you
that
were being a mom?
exactly. So basically, like knowing that tomorrow is another family day, it's another full day, and then there's probably a snow day on Tuesday. So like for all of a sudden, it's March break before March break. So I'm like, well, fine, a lot of times with the kids. And like we're at a point where our kids like mess up a lot, like everything's clean. And then like then they put everything like again, like Noah, you tellement de petits cars everywhere. And then like it's all good. You're like, oh, make them put it away. He's 2.5. Like he's gonna help me, but I still have to like work for it. I feel like I'm always talking. I'm always like, because I'm like a very obviously I talk a lot, but communicating is a big part of like the type of mom I am. I explain everything. I'm very talkative. I'm very like, well, then we're gonna do that. I feel like I'm always talking. Like, oh, can you put your jacket away? And then can you go get your mask? And then like there's so much explaining of every step of the day, every step. And then, oh, do you want to go to bath? Oh, what kind of PJs? Like, look at all the talking you have to do just to take a bath and put your PJs on. Like, there's so many words that need to be said. Whereas if I go and take a bath, there's no words. I just go and take a bath and then I dress up. But with children, there's so much talking if you want to talk to them. And I'm obviously the mom that like talks a lot. That's why I have kids that talk a lot, right?
Your kids, it's
My
hilarious.
kids talk a lot. They
Yeah.
talk young and they communicate very well. And it's because their mom is like that, but it's just because it's natural to me. But also, I get tired of my own talking.
Are you though?
I am. Anyway, so Jeff is like, so we're like, both of us are my love language. Let's go with that. My love language is Jeff's presence. Like, I love him being in the home. Like, when he walks in from work, I'm like, hi. Like, I love that he's there so that there's another partner. Like, I could not be a parent alone. Like I'd be such a big baby, though. Like I need him to just be present. Even if I feel like sometimes I do more, like we all like feel that way. I've told you that. I'm like, oh my God, they're just like sitting there sometimes. But I need his smell and he just needs to be there. So if I get to a point where I want to lose my mind, I can be like, hey, remember when you also had these children with me and can you do this? But he's actually like really good and usually does his thing. Anyways, so today Jeff goes, okay, I'm gonna go take a 2 hour nap now. Okay, bye. Like just like kidding, basically, because we're like exhausted just like by cleaning and like finally the kitchen is all pretty and we're like, and he's like, hey, gotta go take a 2 hour nap. And then this is me. And then he goes, viens, viens. And we just like stood there and we just like hugged and I was like, I could not do this alone. Like I just like need him. He's just like, oh, sometimes we just do that. And we just hold each other. And then Dia's like, why don't you guys do that? And we're like, because we're tired. And we're just like, oh. That's like,
Um, Apparently, some people are saying that their husbands can touch them without groping.
okay.
They can like snuggle and tickle their arms.
Oh, tickle their arms. Okay. I mean, Jeff does that, but that doesn't like make me feel good. I'm like, stop touching me because I'm some fish chatouiller. Know what I mean? It's either he's like trying to tickle me and I hate being tickled, or he's just like, "Argh." You know what I mean? And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, cool. Like he does that and he's not like expecting anything. He's just like being like, I like this ass. You know what I mean? And but
Yeah.
it doesn't make me excited.
It's like 101 the ratio. Like for every 100 times there's groping, then
Exactly. 101.
um okay, what about gifts? Is gift a love language for you?
We aren't like I mean I would be like I've never had like fights where like the what is love language? Expect like that makes me feel loved. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if someone brings you a gift, are you like, oh
No, often
yes.
enough I'm like crap, didn't get you anything. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
What about you?
I don't
You aren't not. No.
know.
Quality time,
Word
100%. Quality time,
quality time for me, I think too.
100%.
Yeah.
Like watching a show. Love that. Quality time, date night, going on little vacations alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay, I have some fun questions. Are you ready?
I am ready. Go.
Okay, so we're gonna go like rapid fire, as rapid as we can. I want to know a few fun things. So, how did you and Jeff meet?
High school.
Okay,
High
and
school friend, Christelle was one. Okay. What happened? Okay. I was right into his friend. I had gone on a date with his friend and with the friend, like another friend, another guy from that same group. I did not know who Jeff was because he used to go home for lunch. So basically, when do you meet guys, right? Or when do you know people? He's not my age, he's younger. Jeff is when you're younger, so no classes together. And if you go home for lunch, when would I ever know who you are, right? Because then usually during lunchtime you like sit at a table. That's how you know where the people are.
When
He
you
was
go to
home probably
parties
watching
on
Price is Right with his mom.
when you go to parties on the weekend, that's when you see the other people.
Oh, okay. No. So I started hanging out with Christelle, who was going out with Al. All of us are all high school sweethearts. And she was going out with Al. Jeff was friends with them. But
Okay.
I was trying to go out with their other friend, John. And I had gone on a date with John, and he had then said that he didn't want to go out with me. So he like didn't break up with me. We weren't together, but he didn't want to go to the Christmas formal with me. He said no. I asked him, he said no. And so one night I invited Christelle and all of them at my house. And they're like, oh, we need to stop and go get Jeff. He was working at the gas bar. So I was like, who's Jeff? And then they're like, oh, he's a guy from Shediac, whatever. And I was in the back seat and we picked him up. That's it. And then like I brought him home at my house and then I made food and then I made fun of him. And he said he thought
That
it was
is your
me.
love language. That is both your and Jeff's love language.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Did you have a crush on him right away? Were you like, hello?
I absolutely did. Okay, you need to tell me about you and I liked his smile. I liked his blue eyes. Done.
Okay.
Tell me about Neil. Oh my God, meeting Neil.
I don't know if I remember the like exact time I met him, to be
What do
honest.
you mean?
I mean, it was at camp.
Okay.
Or
How old
maybe
were
it
you?
was in England. He's not answering. Um, anyway, he had crazy blonde curly hair. He did like it was like when when you put that shower cap on and you'd pull, please tell me you remember this. Maybe you're too young. You put a shower cap on, you pull out the hairs. You guys, please tell me you remember
Did
this.
you what?
Bleach them.
Okay, yes.
There was like
Yes,
little circle holes. You pull it out, you bleach the hair.
stop. He had
So
that?
he did have that big, bushy, curly hair, blonde hair. I loved him the second I met him.
Oh my God. We both like fell in love pretty quick.
Yeah. Did you attack Jeff or did Jeff attack you?
I mean, Jeff does not attack.
Okay.
Um, but I for sure attacked him. So I met him in November, and December is when I was like, I'm really interested, and I kind of gave some hints. So this is how I decided who I was going to ask. So I asked the other guy. He had said no. And then we had a snowstorm, and I had my own car. And so on the snow day, I picked up my best friend at the time and Jeff and another guy friend. And we went to the food courts. And I said to my friend, sit in front of me. Whoever sits beside me is who I'm asking to the Christmas formal. And
Okay.
Jeff did not sit beside me.
Okay.
So I asked my other friend, I was like, I'm going with God. Like, God decided that I shouldn't ask Jeff. So I asked the other friend, as a friend, he said yes. And then it came out that Jeff was like, I was so disappointed. You didn't ask me. And I was like, you didn't sit beside me. The food court. That was your moment to show me you're interested in me. You sit beside me. You sat beside my friend. Anyways, moving on. Where was I going with this? Anyways, and then January, first kiss. Because I was like, hey, sent him a ICQ message. Uh-oh. I said, hi, do you want to come over tomorrow night? I'll make you nachos and we'll make out.
You were so like just
Go get it.
going for what you want.
Exactly.
And
So
did you eat nachos?
we for sure did not. Okay, wait. This is what he answered. I can't tonight, but how about tomorrow? So the next day, we went to the mall and then we made out in my car in his driveway. So fun. So that was January and then February 2004. So this is our 18th Valentine's Day. And I still kept, look at it, 2004. I still,
That is adorable.
it is. I kept it, and Dia has it in her room. So that's where I went earlier to go get it. But yeah, every year he bought me one. This is from Walmart. Okay. So I'm sure Walmart still does these. But yeah, so every year would buy me one, 2005, 2006. But when obviously I was not going to keep all of these my whole life, but I just kept the 2004.
Well, that's special.
Yeah, and let's just say that our first together was like our first night together. It's like a very special night. I still remember. This was 18 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, you have an amazing memory.
I do have an amazing memory. So you and Neil, have you always been together? Have you had like some because like we met our husbands really young, right? So like usually it
Yeah.
happens that there's like moments where like summers are off, or there's like something that happens.
So Neil and I wasn't like that young, but I guess I was. I think it was 2002 that I would have like met Neil and we had a summer fling. And he broke up with me. Now, he claims that he broke up with me because he thought I was a lesbian.
Stop.
So
Why did he think this?
I had a really great friend at camp and we were really close. And this friend was very free about her nudity. So like, I don't know, I'd see her breasts. I think he was just making an excuse.
Stop. Oh my God. I did not know this. This is funny.
So he broke up with me. Neil, did you really think I was a lesbian or was that an excuse?
I mean, people think we're lesbians.
It's true.
It's true.
We're
Now
um
he broke up with you because he thought he was a lesbian. Now it's like his dream.
yeah. So he actually the real reason is he broke up with me for someone else.
Oh, juicy.
Yeah. And they were together for years. And I always kept in touch with him though. Like I loved him. Like I loved him.
Oh my God.
And he had cancer and I like really kept in touch and then by chance I ended up moving to England 20 minutes where he was living.
By chance.
It was, I promise. He says I stalked him. I did not. And then we reconnected and we have not been apart since then.
Oh, he needed to have that moment with the other girl.
He needed to have his fun.
He needed to have his fun. Do you feel like you've had your fun?
I think so, yeah.
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 Obviously Jeff and I met like so young, and sometimes I'm like, obviously that part of like sometimes I see what 20-year-olds do, or like I hear what they do. Apparently 20-year-olds these days, they do crazy things. I could just imagine with all of
Things
the
are
things
different
out there.
than
Things
when
are
we grew up.
different. Imagine. Sometimes I'm scared for our kids and like the sexuality
I'm
behind
mostly scared
life.
because
Know what I mean?
I want to know, did your parents love Jeff right away?
That's funny. Love Jeff. Like I'm so young. I'm like 16. So when you think about it, like they just think it's like this thing, like that it's just, they for sure love him now. Like sometimes they're like, oh my God, imagine our lives without Jeff, just because like he's like so helpful with all of like the stuff. You know what I mean? He's like obviously the first person my dad calls for like any type of help, or that my mom calls for any technical issues with her phone. You know what I mean? So like I feel like right now they really do appreciate Jeff. But we like I mean we were so young. So like I feel like no one knew that this was gonna be like the forever thing, yeah. You know what I mean? But we've never had like moments where it's like, ooh, he did this, so my father would be upset. Like we've just been together. You know what I mean? So boring. We've lived that like very traditional, like got married, went to university. That was hard. Like I was a year older, so I went to university and he was still in high school. And I would eat my lunch in my car while talking to him because I missed him so much. I would eat my Subway
Puke,
alone. Such a sad case.
puke,
Puke, puke. Oh
puke.
my God. And I still have my little thing.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know. I know. And I have a box of all the things that we wrote to each other. Stop.
Like on notes, like little notes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like I have a box with all of our pictures when we were young around it. Do you want to see it?
Sure. Where is it?
It's right here.
She just like has it in her room, or this is something you bring out for Valentine's Day? All right, everyone. She's left us. Guess we'll just drink. I don't know if my parents loved Neil right away from the beginning.
Look at us. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Wait. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, huh? I just like couldn't stop. Oh my God, isn't that
I bet you just loved him so much, just couldn't get enough.
Yeah, couldn't get enough. You know how it is. And then like I don't know what this letter is. A year when we had our year anniversary, I wrote myself a letter and I taped it on top. I would have to read it again. All my cards are in there and like whatever. Anything he gives me, like I just like put it in there. So it's like in there forever.
It's very cute.
I'm sure. Okay. Wait. So we gotta go because it's been 40 minutes. We can't stop talking. I mean, we're lying to the people when we say we're just gonna be here for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We're lying to ourselves. Okay.
Okay, I want to tell one funny story before we go.
Oh, you better.
I want to tell you about the day that we got engaged. So
Okay.
Neil, I like knew we were going to get engaged because we were at that point in our relationship where we just basically like talked about it. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, but wait, I feel like Neil can't keep a secret. Is that why you knew that it was coming?
So Neil is the worst secret keeper. He like can't help it. So he was thinking of all these extravagant things to do for our engagement. And in my mind, so we're at camp.
Okay.
And all day he is humming to himself. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. It was like right when that Beyonce song came on, literally all day. But the worst part is he's catching himself and stopping midway and like looking at me.
I can see him doing that. Like, oh, shouldn't say anything. Oh my God, Neil.
And we were going out to dinner that night. So we're at a restaurant. And I do not like a scene. Like I don't like
No,
a
you
scene.
do not like a scene.
Don't like a lot of people looking at me.
Yeah.
So he gets up to go to the bathroom and I see the ring box in his pocket. Like he has the full box in his pocket of his jeans. So I'm like, okay, I need to set him up for success right now. Because I don't want him to do it in the restaurant. So I'm like, I really would love to go for a walk. We're like on at a restaurant in New Hampshire, right on the water. There's beautiful fairy lights. I'm like, that's it. Like that's your moment. Basically saying this to him. Okay. So I go to the bathroom and it's in a hotel. This restaurant is in a hotel and it's like a big bathroom. There's like 4 or 5 stalls, fluorescent lights. And I come out of the bathroom stall and there's Neil with a t-shirt that he got a kid to write, "Will you marry me" on. And he's just standing like this. He says nothing. He doesn't get on one knee. He just stands there frozen in the bathroom with the ring box.
Bathroom with you.
That's correct. Yeah. In the women's bathroom in the hotel.
I'm gonna go into his brain right now. And this is what happened, Leash. He like couldn't wait. He like couldn't do the walking and the talking and going in a romantic place was like, I can't wait. It needs to be right now. You know what I mean? Like I can just see him just like so excited. You know what I mean?
It was hurting his belly.
It was hurting his belly. He like had good news. You know what I mean? He was like, this is great news. I have something really like I'm gonna make you happy type thing. Oh my God. Okay, so he says nothing. And then do you just say yes?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. What was the ring? Because you never had a wedding ring.
No, it's like a silver ring with a stone on it.
Is that the ring you have?
No, this is my grandmother's ring. This one.
Right. Okay. Yes, but I've seen that ring though. I've seen that ring. Oh my God.
I never wanted a diamond ring.
Oh my God. Oh, I wanted all the diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, maybe now I'll have a diamond ring, Neil. But then it didn't feel important.
Yeah, no. All good. Oh my God. And it wouldn't have worked in the bathroom stall. It doesn't like go with it.
It didn't match.
Oh, that's just like such a Neil story.
Such a Neil story. And like his t-shirt, like he's an artist, but like he got a kid to write "Will you marry me" on it. Like he just
Right.
butchered it. I think he like opened his shirt, like he had like a pop shirt. And then he had booked us because we were in a hotel. He had booked
Okay.
us a room.
Oh,
So he
that's nice.
packed me, it was nice. He packed me a suitcase and there was like 3 shirts and a pair of wine, a bottle of wine in my suitcase. That was it. There was no pants, just 3 shirts and a bottle of wine.
Who needs pens? Oh my God. And I'm not even shocked by this. Like, and you'd be like, no pens, Neil? And he'd be like, wow, wow. Nothing comes out. Oh my God. You know what else I like got out of this story is you wanting to set him up for success. Like you still do that to this day. You're like setting him up for
And I'm
success.
not always success. It's so true.
Like, I'm gonna set him up for success. You've been saving him since the beginning. Oh my God, that's
It's
funny.
so true.
Yes. And that's why he married you. And that's why, Leash, you're wondering sometimes why maybe he's waiting for you to do things because from the beginning, you've been like setting him up for success. He
It's
knows you're
very
right
true.
there. He knows you're right there. Know what I mean? Like, he's like, well, she's right there. That's why you can't die.
Never.
Oh my God, that's funny.
No.
People are,
Neil is actually taking applications for, he needs like he needs next in line. Like if I die, he's like, I'm gonna marry someone right away. They're gonna move in like the next day.
he like needs someone to take care of him. He needs a
Yeah.
caregiver. He doesn't need a
Yeah.
wife. He needs a Oh my God, that's funny. I'm not gonna tell my story because it's gonna make Neil look bad.
Yeah, I
It's a
remember.
really
I also was
romantic
thinking,
one.
do I remember her story? And then I do, and it's
Yes,
beautiful.
it is very beautiful. Someone's like, "Oh, maybe next time you can start with that." Nah, we're gonna. I mean, I could, but we're gonna. I was thinking about what we could talk about next time, and I love childbirth, and I think talking about childbirth is funny.
It is. We could get into like the mom game. We could share some of our mom fails.
Absolutely. I think that just like this, that part of our lives, like we are funny, tired moms. Does that make sense? Like we have funny stories and like I feel like we make other moms feel really good about themselves.
I hope so because man, this mom game is no joke.
So Dia's like, I want this supper or whatever. So we like stop at my mom's. My mom's making supper for Jeff, and but my Dia wants something else. I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I drive at my house, go get stuff, whatever, and then Jeff had the keys in his pocket, so I have no keys. Like, you know how you can leave the car on, but if you leave with the keys, I can leave, but I can't restart it once I've stopped it. Anyways, basically, I want to cry, and this is not how I feel usually. You can tell that I'm like emotional. Anyways, I'm like, I want to give up. I just want to give up. I don't want to go back. So I text Jeff, I'm leaving. I'm running away. Good luck. Bye. That's all I did. He knew I'm coming back. But like basically, I left him, my 2 kids at my mom's. I'm like, the kids have everything they need. I'll see you later. I don't know when I'm coming back. Bye. He's like, pick me up. Pick me up while you pass in front. Just pick me up. You know what? And it helps that I have a partner that thinks the same way. Because if I had
Yeah,
a partner that would make me feel bad for like the things that I think, I would feel bad. I have mom guilt all the time. You know what I mean?
you
All
do.
the time.
Yeah.
So having a partner that's also like every morning we wake up, I'm like, he's like, this was your idea. Like you wanted this. And I love that he says that. You would think that it wouldn't, but I actually love that he says that because like we're both we think the same way, but we also know that we both love them so much it hurts. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But that you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide the fact that they're super annoying and that they're still here and that it's a really big job that we got ourselves into.
A really, really big job.
Like it's something. They always have to like be there.
Be so close.
So close.
So close.
So close. Like I saw myself say yesterday morning, I was in the bathroom putting on my tampon and like all I wanted was I just want a second to put on
Wait,
the
you're on
tampon.
your period again?
I
In this dress?
I am.
Without underwear.
without underwear, but it's
Telling the story.
I know, but wait. Noah is now 2.5. My vagina is back to its normal size. Super plus is now enough. Okay. So wait, so basically, this came out of my mouth. Can I just have 1 minute to put on a tampon? Can I just have 1 minute where someone doesn't need me other than my vagina needing a tampon? That's all that my like, why? They always need like you have another human making you breakfast. Why are you upstairs in my bathroom and I know she's outside the door and the door is closed? I know she's there. I hear her breathing. I'm like, can you just not be there? And then so that's when I thought people that don't have kids don't understand that part. There's always someone watching or needing. Just at the time you can't even have a poop or pee. And I'm sorry when people are like, have a shower, self-care. Having a shower is not self-care. It's like needed. Like, so moms, like, do dad like take a shower for self-care? You know what I mean? But moms, that's self-care for us. We're taking a shower. You know what I mean? A long ass shower. I'm like,
I
no,
was just gonna say really long showers.
yes. But you know what I mean? Like, this is where we're at, where like self-care is bathing. Like, no, that's actually just what human beings do. It's not self-care. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. That was like me. I told Neil the other day, I'm like, Kate, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go for a 20-kilometer walk.
I saw that you went for 9.5 kilometers. I was like, oh, she was gone for a long time. She must have been like, peace out. Oh my God. Oh, this is how I know that I have young kids. I get to to Sobeys. There's a lineup outside to get on, and I'm excited to get in, and I'm excited. I was like, yes, there's a lineup. It means I'm going to be here for a long time. There's tons of people. It means I'm out of the house for longer. I was excited there was a lineup. I was like, oh,
Interesting.
this is self-care. Like, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Take your time. Someone got at the lineup at the same time as me. I'm like, go in front of me. I'm just going to wait in the back. I'm going to wait
Go ahead.
longer.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No rush here. Go ahead. Okay. We're almost
Okay.
at 1 hour. I mean, one day we'll do whatever, but we're not doing this forever. So might as well just put ourselves up there.
We're telling you guys all the secrets, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Valentine's Day. We hope that we made you, here's our goal, make you laugh,
Yeah.
make you feel super normal,
Yeah.
and
Made you
for us
happy.
to get to spend time together.
That's pretty much it. And like basically this was like just because we felt like the world could use a little bit of laughter and normalcy. And let's not talk about COVID. Let's not talk about anything else and just listening to people laughing and being honest. And I think it's great. We love it. Thanks
Okay.
for being there. Okay, bye guys.
Thank you for thank you for sharing about your hallway.
That was good. I feel like you liked it.
It was
It's a good
good.
one.
It was good. It's
Bye
good.
guys.